Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I almost said Monday. I had to really think about it. Good morning. Hope everyone had a great extended weekend. I am here. I did not do much this weekend. We did have a family picnic on Saturday, but aside from that, I just relaxed. I did kind of finish, well, wouldn't even say completely finish, but I finished like 2/3 of the back test that I wanted to complete over the weekend. But I got enough for me to kind of make some halfway decent rules, I guess. So, all right, not worried about that. So far, I've taken 2 trades. I won 1, lost 2. The very first trade that I lost, good morning, Janelle. The very first trade that I lost, I already realized where the problem was with that one. Everything looked how I wanted it to look, but there was too much volume in the swing, the last swing before I got into the entry, before I got into the trade. So let's see. So yeah. But not too bad so far. So I did have to redo my cheat sheet because it is a lot. I wouldn't even say a lot. It's just more detailed than, of course, the loose way I was trading it last week, just trying to get the data, get used to seeing the point of control and how that moves and stuff like that. So, yeah, hopefully we have a good week this week. I am trading 3 accounts, and the reason why is because one of my accounts renews on Saturday, so I need to blow that one by Friday. The other account renews on Wednesday, so I need to blow that one by Tuesday. And then we have the new 50K that I got on the 17th. Initially, I was just going to wait until next week to trade it, but you guys know I don't trade it the first week that it's available for me to trade anyway, so I'm only giving myself 3 weeks. Hopefully I don't go through $2,500 of drawdown in 3 weeks. So I did not purchase another account on Friday like I initially was going to, mainly because you know, when I had the different accounts that renewed every week, basically, those were 25Ks. So, of course, I had less time to be able to trade them, or less available drawdown as well. So I felt like that was really the reason why I needed to have those. But now that I'm doing 50Ks, I don't feel like I need something that renews every week, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not really too pressed. So we'll just see what happens. All right, so no divergence going back here. This is what I call a pin bar, meaning it literally touched this to the tick and then went. So, all right. But yeah, there's quite a few things that I have changed, and right now I don't think so. You guys know that good morning, Amelia. Good morning, Trenches. How are you guys this morning? How was your weekend? So you guys know that like there were a couple of scenarios that would make me manually break even. One would be manually breaking even at the middle VWAP, at the middle pivot level. What else? Also, like if I'm in this kind of trade and the rotation level paints in the middle of me getting into the trade. I'm trying to think. I feel like those are the main ones. Yeah, those are pretty much the main ones. It's looking like I don't have to do that anymore. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, but for now I'm not going to break even in any of those scenarios. The only time I'm going to manually break even is if I'm in a divergence trade and the zigzag changes the opposite color. If that is the case, I will go ahead and break even, but aside from that, I don't think that we have to anymore, so we'll see. I also don't know if I I used to not take divergence trades that happen off of the bias change zones, but I think that I can again. I don't know. So we'll see about that too. Let's see. There are a couple of spots on my cheat sheet where I have question marks because I just didn't have enough data for those in particular. But aside from that, I should be all right. One of the things that I did notice is when it comes to divergence, right? It looks like the divergence trades that happen, well, wait a minute, and then I'll show you guys. All right, so basically any divergence trades that happen like this, where the entry is like touching the previous prime high, so meaning like it's basically trying to have the counter trend divergence in the same area as the previous swing. So like this swing up, I would take the sell, but you can see that we're literally touching this prime high. So if this prime high touches any part of the entry candle, I can't take the trade. So that is something that I did notice for sure. And I noticed that immediately, and it's crazy because I had a feeling about that anyway. I did, and it ends up that it is a thing. No, I forgot to write this down. So yeah, I think I've figured out everything so far the way I want to trade it. Now it's just about seeing how it works out this week to see if I need to make any adjustments, and we'll just kind of go from there. Another thing that I realized was, for whatever reason with this bar profiler that shows me the point of control, I'm gonna tell y'all where I almost got screwed, and this is probably what kind of screwed me last week. So whenever I backtest, I turn the tick replay data on the chart that I'm backtesting on, and what that does is just make sure that for the most part everything paints the way that it is supposed to paint. None of the indicators that I use repaint except maybe the VWAP. Like sometimes when you use the tick replay, you'll think that it wicked off of the VWAP when you look at the trade. When you actually took it, because I journal, it'll show that it went off the body, like it went through the body of the candle instead of the wick of the entry candle. So it's just like minor things like that. It doesn't happen often. But I did notice that the point of control indicator does paint differently sometimes, not all the time, when you have the tick replay data on. And the only reason I found out was because I back tested the week of May 13th, and then I turned around and back tested this past week, last week, May 20th as well. And as I was writing stuff down, I'm like, I don't remember it looking like that. The way that I see it on the tick replay data, I'm like, it didn't paint that way in real time. So then I went back into my journal and I'm like, yeah, that's not the way that it painted. So then I had done the 13th through the 23rd by the time I realized that. So then I had to go all the way back and go through all of the trades that I wrote down, all of them. And I had to go through and basically put just a regular no tick replay data on. And then I had to go through and just, like if the point of control on the tick replay was in the body of the candle, but In reality, it was the wick of the candle. I would just make a circle around where I already wrote down that it went through the body of the candle. So I had to go through and do that. And then I finished the last day of back testing. And I just kind of went from there. But that was the only thing that I found that was, I guess, kind of an issue, which it wasn't really that much of an issue. But yeah, we figured it out though. Good morning, True Seeker. Good morning, Rio. How are you guys this morning? Weekend was iffy and caught a high probability setup this morning. Well, you made up for it. You made up for it. I kind of relaxed most of the weekend. Like, what was it? Saturday, I woke up pretty early. Like, I woke up at 8:30 and I woke up. Yeah, I woke up at 8:30 so that I could start some of the back test stuff, and then I went to a family gathering, and then I came home, and I'm pretty sure I just went straight into gaming. I showered and just got straight on my game. Like, I'm not looking at this shit no more today. And then yesterday I woke up pretty early as well. I woke up at probably like 9:30, which is early for me. Okay, I don't like waking up before 11 o'clock on the weekends, but it took me about 5.5 hours or so to finish going through the data, writing the trades down. That was Sunday. Then yesterday, I primarily just spent gaming, but then eventually I did go ahead and start analyzing the data. So that was that. That was that. Right, that didn't look how I wanted it to. Hopefully we don't consolidate here for long. Let me stretch this out a little bit. Alright, there's a lumbar pullback. I wouldn't have gotten filled on it. This is the bias change zone, so as you can see, we didn't push up very far before we pulled right back to it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we attempt to start pushing down again. If you look, what was this? The 27th? Oh, earlier this morning. Or yesterday. This is kind of where price was stuck at yesterday. Good morning, online safety. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. Oh, I guess I can show you guys the trades that I took this morning. All right, so, oh, do I have this? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm a little slow. So I took 4 trades. Oh, I am trading 3 accounts. Okay. I took 4 trades, a win, 2 losses, and a break even. 35. So this was the first trade. I basically was trying to get into the early swing going up. And the only reason why I do not like this trade now, which I did not pay attention to before, was that the swing of this, the volume of this swing was more than the volume of this swing. So it basically is showing me that it's still pushing down a bit too much in order to start the new trend. So that's something that I didn't really honestly pay attention to when I was doing the back test or whatever. Then we have a break even right here for divergence. Then got another loss here. It went like 14 ticks instead of, or 15 ticks instead of 16, I think. I don't remember, but that was a loss. And then I got a win right here, which was just a divergence, a big pullback of the overall trend divergence, basically. All right, so well, all right, there was no entry there, so all right, so we've pushed down too far for me to get into a buy now. But yeah, so as you guys can see, this is why I wasn't filled. It literally just skipped right through. There was no drawdown whatsoever until we got here, and the trade was already done by then. That's when it finally pulled back to my entry. Put that there. All is well. I'm almost there trading system wise. Me too. Me too. It's very exciting. I'm not gonna lie. Oop, now that's invalid. I wanted to see the push there. We almost got there, but by the time we got up there, the point of control was no longer where I wanted it to be anyway. So, all right, let's do this. guess I can go right in people's channels. Market is insane. Why is it? Alrighty, just waiting for a pullback here. Did I do much gaming yesterday? I did. So I pretty much studied and finished writing all the trades down and stuff from, I would say, what time did I wake up? Actually, no, I was already done writing the trades down, and my best friend that I game with, he was off work. So I woke up at like 9:30, and I did have to finish something. I can't remember what it was. And then after that we gamed. And I didn't really go through and start analyzing. I was analyzing data a little bit while we were playing, but I didn't really go through and do everything I wanted it to do until a little bit later. So, you know what? I don't really know. I'm gonna take this trade only because we're rotating here, but I don't really know. Actually, I'm not going to. In 2 weeks, there were, I'm pretty sure, no trades that set up like this. This is one of the 2 alternate pullbacks, and I literally don't have anything yet because I don't know how the hell I want to trade it because it didn't set up enough. So we'll just sit out and see what happens. I'd rather sit out of a win and get into a loss, since I legit just don't have the data for it. I'm just wondering if it'll still be okay because we're rotating over this buy rotation level. I don't know if it's gonna hold it though. But yeah, legit, the sell, buy, or buy, sell for the sell literally did not show up at all in 2 weeks. So, and when it did, it didn't set up this way where we had a color change, where we didn't pull all the way back to the vector. Yeah, see, I'm glad I didn't get into it. Discernment. Discernment, my friends. See? So I just had to think a little bit. Like, to me, there's a reason why it didn't set up this way for 2 straight weeks. Now, granted, both weeks that I back tested, there was, you know, we've been complaining about price action for like 3 weeks now. So there's that. But I do at some point want to go through and with the rules that I have, go through the week of April 22nd, just because that was a pretty good week actually as far as price action goes. I did go through just that Monday. I did that last night because since there was way more volume and volatility that week, I just wanted, at least before I went to sleep, as why I was up so damn late. I wanted to make sure that oh jeez. I wanted to at least make sure that I went through it one day that had a lot of volatility with the rules that I have to see how it would work out. And it's so crazy because I still ended up with, let me go back because I don't even remember how many trades I took that day. So I told you guys I should be able to get more trades in with this strategy than my other one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I still came out with more trades doing it this way, which is good. I was really iffy about getting into this if it set up, and thank goodness it did not set up. Goodness gracious. I managed to get some ARMA 3 gaming in yesterday between back testing. I've been playing the new game X Defiant. And let me tell you, I've only played it for a couple of days, like maybe 3 days or so. And initially I was like, I don't know about this. I kept telling my friend, I don't know about this, man. But I actually really like that game. I'm not going to lie to you. So, okay, it did show up this way one time. So I'll chance this one. I just didn't want to chance that one because we didn't pull all the way back. Now, I'm not going to break even though we just hit this buy rotation level, because I don't think I have to anymore. So I'm going to chance it. Are you going to reject there anyway and piss me off? No, you're not. Great. So yeah, it looks like maybe with this particular pullback, so this is the same type of pullback as this one. It just looks different because we had a minor trend change, as you can see. But you can see we had a lower low to a lower high to a higher low. That's the same as this. Lower low, lower high, just was a double top to a higher low. But you see the difference. Number one, we didn't have a trend change, so that helped. But also we pulled all the way back to this level, and this one did not. So most of my trades are going to be reacting off of either this minor level, my major level, or the middle level. I just don't have the middle or major levels on the charts right now. But most of the time it's going to be reacting off of one of those. There are going to be times where it won't though. So... And why is this not showing me the P&L with commissions in my chart trader? I don't know. All right, so no divergence here because we pushed off of the buy rotation level. This is another thing where I'm questioning if that needs to be a thing anymore. I don't know just yet. So I'll just kind of make sure I pay attention to it. But for now, we just won't. It's no big deal. But yeah, the X Defying game, I do like it now. I had to, it's so weird because most shooting games I play with the highest sensitivity. Like when I was a Call of Duty head, which I have not been since Call of Duty Ghosts. That's when I started hating Call of Duty. But I always play on insane sensitivity. So any shooting game that I play, I cannot play without the sensitivity being high. So of course I try to start off that way in that game, and you have to get used to the way that that game plays. So I had to like drop my sensitivity super low, and you know, I would stay that way for a little minute, and then once I start getting killed too much because I can't turn myself or flip my gun really fast, then I just started upping my sensitivity over time. But I got some really decent clips. Like when I tell y'all I've been killing I've been killing I've been having a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Drive. But yeah, I'll probably get on there today too. We got O2K last night, and my friends, of course, pissed me off like they always do. What is this? Y'all want to see how much of a gamer I am? I'm about to show y'all a clip from yesterday. Hold on. The market's moving. Oh, we got a zigzag change there. All right, I'm about to show y'all this clip from yesterday. And yes, this is me. I feel like I finally died. Yeah, I got shot in the back. I was like, no, I was on a tear. Why didn't y'all save me? I was going on a rampage, okay? I got so many clips like that. I need to start putting like montages together and putting them on YouTube. Yeah, Xifying is really fun. Good morning, Trader's Chick. How are you? Good morning, good morning. How was your weekend? No, that's X Defiant True Seeker. It's a new game that just came out a few days ago. Maybe a week. I'm not sure. But that's what I be doing when I'm not on stream trading. That is what I do. And I love it. Gaming is like my therapy. It has always been. Like so much so that legit, no lie, I promise I'm not lying to y'all. My second to last boyfriend, I literally broke up with him because he used to complain about my gaming, which was really weird because I primarily played the game while he was at work. So he would like call and ask what I'm doing, and I'm like, I'm playing the game. You always playing the game. So one day I kind of low-key went off a little bit because now you're irritating me. And I'm like, why do you have such a problem with me playing the game? I'm in the house. I'm safe. Why does it bother you? And I'm playing the game while you're at work anyway. We didn't live together or anything. And eventually when he started seeing me be so irritated, he's like, oh, well, you know, it's not a big deal. I'm just asking. And I'm like, no, but you're making it a big deal because you keep asking about it. I don't ask you why you keep going out to a hookah lounge. Why are you smoking hookah? It's bad for you. I don't say anything when you want to go out to the club with your friends and you're drinking. Drinking's not good for you either. Gaming, ain't got no problem with it, you know? So I ended up breaking up with him because you're pissing me off. This is my therapy. What you like to do in your free time, I have no issue with, so don't have a issue with what I do in my free time. And that was that. It's like, I don't understand women who have issues with guys who game. Now, if you're gaming and you're just bumming it out, absolutely, a woman should have an issue with it, and you actually should have an issue with it. But if you're not being a bum, listen, your man is in the house, out of the streets, away from people. He's just trying to enjoy himself. That's it. Leave him alone. But that's just how I feel, because I'm a gamer myself. Still mulling over whether to install XDefi and still on the fence. Do it. Did you just see the clip that I just posted? Or I just showed? Nothing like killing people online. Did you see the clip I just posted, girl? If not, I will play it again. I love that game. It takes some getting used to, depending on... Now, I will say this. The only reason I really can deal with the shooting on that game is because I've been playing Apex for so long. But if you are... Like, I used to play hardcore everything in Call of Duty, mainly search, but I did play, you know, kill confirmed and all of that other stuff, team deathmatch and stuff. If you are so used to killing people with a couple of hits, you might not like that game very much. But if you play games like Apex or Gears, things like that, where you got to put some bullets into some people, now it's not as bad. It takes way more to kill people on Apex or any other game than that one. It's like a halfway mark between Call of Duty hardcore and, or even if you like Resurgence or something, I feel like it's kind of more like that. Like the damage is. The thing I can tell you is you're going to be pissed off with the snipers, because the snipers are one hit. There's no flinch, obviously, and they literally up that gun just as fast as you up any gun. Same thing with the LMGs on that game. You can go and aim down sight just as fast as somebody with the freaking sub or something. It's very irritating. I feel like if they nerf the sniping, I would like it even more, because this is the thing. If I'm playing, let me see something. I'm trying to make sure I'm not trying to get into a trade. If I'm playing a domination, and these maps are small, so somebody sniping in close quarters like that is so irritating, because you wouldn't snipe in close quarters like that. You get what I'm saying? So that part of the game is very, and when I say very annoying, very annoying. Like, you'll be shooting somebody and you can get them. I love that they show you how much health somebody has by the time you die to them. And a lot of times you'll have them down to 20 HP or something like that, and they just up the gun and just hit you one time, and it's very annoying. Like, shotguns are kind of annoying on that game as well. I feel like the footsteps could be a tad bit, maybe a tad bit louder. And I can say that the footsteps, you can't really, like, it'll make it seem like somebody's in front of you, but it's really behind you. It's a little off, but I do like the fact that the only footsteps that you hear are enemies. You do not hear your teammates' footsteps, so that's good. I'm trying to think of what else. I feel like that's really it. Those are my only qualms with that game. Yeah, a hookah lounge. Yeah. I'm a COD player kind of girl, not feeling Warzone. Really? So I played multiplayer a lot from probably, let's see, I think I started playing Call of Duty with Call of Duty 4. Sometime between Call of Duty 4 and the next Call of Duty that came out. And initially I was playing team deathmatch and the nominations and stuff like that. Eventually I got into a hardcore search clan. I was in a hardcore team deathmatch clan first, and then I switched, and I really, really liked it. But then once Call of Duty Ghosts came out, that was it for me, because I remember that when it first came out, they did not have hardcore search on there. They didn't have search and destroy at all. They had search and rescue or something. And it was like, who told y'all to do this? Who and why? So that was pretty annoying, honestly, because it's like they mixed the search and destroy with kill confirmed. And search and destroy, when I kill somebody, they're supposed to be dead into the next round. How come they can go get this tag and now they're back? I didn't like that. And it took them way too long to put search and destroy back on. And I feel like that was really the downfall of Call of Duty from what it used to be. Because the way I felt, you know, when you compare Call of Duty to Gears to Battlefield to Army of Two, like when you compared all the different shooting games, they all had their different feel to them. A lot of us went to Call of Duty because we were tired of Halo jumping and jetpacks and stuff. Just 4 years later, Call of Duty to put some dang on jetpacks in the game and running on walls and robots and just ugh. Like, I don't even like the way they have zombies now. I used to be a hardcore zombie player. Like, I'm talking, me and my friends back in the day, we would be up all night on zombies to the point where, yo, I'm sleepy. Everybody get in the corner and shoot, and I'm finna take me a 15-minute nap. Be falling asleep on the game. All I hear is somebody calling, Indy, Indy. Because my old friends call me Indy. My name used to be Miss Independent on Xbox, but I wake up like, oh, shoot, my bad. I gotta shoot. But Call of Duty just went downhill to me. I did, when the first Warzone came out, I did not like it. I uninstalled it right away. Then when Resurgence came out, I ended up playing that. I started playing it like around June. Pretty sure June. So it had been out like 9 months or so. And I really liked it. I was like, cool, I can do Resurgence. So then I'm hype about the next Call of Duty coming out so I can play Resurgence again. And of course, Resurgence is not on there immediately. So then I just said to hell with it. I don't even think I've played very many games of Resurgence on the new one, just because it took them too long to put it on there. And I just hate Warzone. And I just don't like multiplayer anymore either. I feel like ever since I got into Battle Royale, I just don't really care for multiplayer anymore at all. At all. Because I played PUBG, and PUBG was like my main Battle Royale for a long time. And then after that, it was Apex. I just don't like Battle Royale on Call of Duty. I feel like Battle Royale, it needs to take more to kill somebody than what they have in Call of Duty. What I don't like on Warzone is I'm doing all of this looting and killing people wherever I am, and then as soon as I'm running into the next town because the circle's closing, I died to some guy sitting on a 67-story skyscraper with a sniper, and he just scoped me out and shot me twice while I'm running across the field, and now I'm dead for good. Call of Duty can go to hell. I like Ghost because it had Blitz, which I miss. I mainly do TDM, KC, Dom, and Gun Game. I love Gun Game. I love Gun Game on any game, except when I get the gun I hate. Like on Apex, if I get stuck with one of the snipers, that's it. Sorry, team, can't help you anymore. I think that's pretty much it, though. I've kind of gotten to the point where I can deal with shotguns just a little bit, but the snipers, I just can't. I can't. Did I like Titanfall and Ghost Recon? I never played Titanfall, and I don't think I played Ghost Recon either. Like back when I was hardcore in gaming, so I've been a gamer my entire life. Like I have every gaming system except the Nintendo 64, I had a Dreamcast, the original Xbox, and a GameCube. Besides that, I've had every gaming system, and then I went up to PS4 or PS3. We had a PS4 in the house, but it wasn't mine. And I really didn't like PlayStation after I got into Xbox. But back then, when I used to game super hard, it was so many games that I was playing, like I couldn't keep up. And I still have a lot of them downstairs because I still have my original Xbox 360. Actually, my mom will play like Connect games and stuff on it. It's in the family room. And like back then I used to just play a lot of stuff. Red Dead Redemption, Hitman. I mean, I played a bunch of games. So it was a lot of games that I just didn't have the time to get to. And then it was other games that I tried that I just really didn't like. Like I never liked GTA. No offense to those who do. But I never liked it. I don't know if it's maybe because I grew up playing, what is it? True Crimes of LA or Street. I think it's True Crimes of LA. The one with Snoop Dogg on it. And I played Saints Row, games like that. So I didn't really like GTA for whatever reason. One of my friends was trying to get me into the role play GTA. And I'm like, look, I'm not finna do that. I'm not. If I'm gonna do that, I'll just go play Sims. But That was the other thing. I had a lot of computer games, which I still do actually have a lot of. Change. Excuse me. I'm going to. Do I want to sit out of this trade? I think I'm gonna sit out because I don't really know if I want to take these yet. I'm kind of iffy on these right now. Let me see something. Yeah, I'm gonna sit out for now. If I sit out of a win, it's fine. But yeah, so I played a lot of games in my lifetime. I actually loved computer games too, like all the tycoons, games like that. Loved, absolutely loved. 1225, a sale doesn't work there, but yeah. Gotta have a sniper with you. At this point though, on X Defiant, I want to snipe just because it's so cheesy. It is so cheesy. But I don't like sniping. Even on Apex, if I do snipe, I use a triple take, which technically isn't defined as a sniper on that game. So, yep, see, I knew it. Because I feel like I don't want to take them at all. Color change. Okay. I knew it. You had a Nintendo 64. So like when we was growing up, we had most of the gaming systems, and then my cousin so his kids are the ones I call my niece and nephew that I had over here for months while I was streaming. We grew up like sister and brother, and of course my sister as well. And whatever gaming systems we didn't have, he had. So like he had the original Xbox, and he had the GameCube and the Nintendo 64. So whenever we wanted to play one of those, we would just play it at his house, and then vice versa. But yeah, we never had those. I didn't like San Andreas. Let's see, we got some divergence here. Now the question is, even though this isn't a prime high or low, do I still take it if we close on this level? That is the question. Because I know I don't want to do it if a prime painted there. So I'm going to sit out. I'm break even right now, so any of the trades where I have like any question with, because I'm pretty solid with the rules that I have so far, but I do have certain places where I have like a question mark, or it'll say like I want it to look like this, or it'll say okay, it could be any of them, or let's just not do any because I don't have enough data. So we'll see. This isn't a prime low or high, so I'm just wondering if it doesn't necessarily need to be that. It just needs to be the fact that the last 2 points can't touch each other, basically. So I would still technically be in the trade right now. This way I can kind of see if I need to define it a little bit different. Might have been all right then, but we'll see. I would still be in the trade, so until it goes at least to the break-even level. Everything about the trade looked how I wanted it to. It's just that part. All right, there's the break even, at least. And that just hit the entry. No? Now it just did. Okay, so it would be a break even. Cool. So for now, I don't know. For now, I guess I will just go ahead and take them, because if it's not a prime high or low, then maybe I can still take it. When GTA 6 come out, why would you type phone them? I have to. I told my best friend, so somebody, one of my trading friends in my chat, he's from Chicago and he speaks your lingo. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this because I have to send it to him. He gonna crack up. Gonna be streaming, gaming, and trading. That's the way. I'm telling you. People want to see different things, you know. Now for me, I definitely can not game while I stream. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. He is going to crack up. Alright, when was the last trade, you guys? 9:30. Okay, not too bad. Like I said, I know that first trade, I see where the issue is there, and I think that, so let me go back. Actually, yes. Hold, please. Just thought about this. Okay. Now it all makes sense. So that one would actually be valid. All right, cool. So if I go back to the first trade, those numbers are so damn small. All right, so if I go back to this trade right here, right? I told you guys the only reason why I did not like this trade. So I kind of figured out where I want the point of control to be when I'm trying to get into a new trend. I'm just trying to get in early for this minor to change to an uptrend and whatever, vice versa for a sell. So I like the point of control to be outside of this zone. Don't ask me why. That's just what works. Which it was outside of the zone this time. However, like I told you guys earlier in the stream, the volume of this swing was more than this one. So that means that the trend down is still a little bit too strong to start the new uptrend. However, what I think actually might work is if there are a couple of times where I'm okay with the point of control being inside of the zone, this would be one of them. Because the only other 2 times is set up that way in the last 2 weeks where this volume is more than this one, the point of control is inside the zone. So I think that that's what I'm going to do, is just make that little minor tweak, which is not much. But it makes sense. It makes sense why I would want the point of control outside the zone for the swing being, the volume being lower in this swing compared to the previous one, and vice versa. It makes sense why it needs to be that way. So that's the way that I'm gonna play that. All right, I can get rid of that. Let's see if we get a divergence trade in. There's one. Oh, right there. Okay, I'm gonna wanted to make sure I wrote something specific down. Alright, so we got a prime high right here, so I don't want to take any trades, any divergence if the bar is going to close over that level. That level's obviously old. Wait, why do I hear his voice? I like everything about this trade except us rotating over the resistance level. Now it's not the major one, so well, now it doesn't matter. We're good. We are good. I feel like there's here goes the 10 o'clock lag. I don't know what the hell that is and why it happens. Here's another clip while we wait. Don't judge me for the last clip because this is when I realized I needed to up my up-down insensitivity. I needed to increase my up-down sensitivity. I was like, the way I killed that last person, we know likey. This is when I was running with a sub. I prefer to run with the ACR though. The number of nades that get thrown on this game is insane. This is when I was like, we gotta fix that. Gun is staying in the air too long. And then I died by a freaking nade. I'm a nade magnet on every game, I swear. I swear. On Apex, I'm always getting hit with the arc stars. Just a miss. Just a miss. See, yep. This is exactly why I have the rule about not trading at the prime high. You see, we closed on the prime high here. I would have literally been wicked out by legit one tick just for it to drop 75 ticks. And like I tell you guys, I don't care about being able to get into every trade, but I do want to make sure that the trades I am into have the highest probability of winning. So even if I'm missing out on a 75 tick swing, who cares? I'm only taking 18 out of it anyway. So if I'm just sitting out of it, I'd rather just sit out of it. And it's all good. Alright, that hit the middle. I need the next couple minutes to hurry up and go by so my charts are not lagging anymore. This 10 o'clock crap. Oh shoot, I didn't realize this. Why did that do that? My bad. I don't know what was up with that. All right, so we're currently at my major level. My major level's right here. So we're just resisting a little bit, trying to figure out if we're going to continue the uptrend or change the overall trend bias. Because typically if we rotate over the level a couple of times, as soon as we create a little bit of structure underneath the level, it's going to go most of the time. And usually I can get like that last little buy in when I take the divergence trade up in here, like between here and here. Usually I can get one little divergence trade in, not all the time. And then that's like the last little swing up before we just go on down. Now this divergence I wouldn't be able to take because it starts with a double bottom. So it's not where price is not where I would want it to be at anyway. Wait, does the 90% end on the 30th or the 31st? Oh, it still look like it's the 30th. Total compensation in the last 90 days, 76 million. That is insane. All right, we still didn't push down. Oh, The zigzags green anyway. I was gonna say we didn't push down far enough for me to want to take kind of like that last sale, but the zigzag's green anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, guys. But it's in the settings in the app, Mom. Oh, just so you guys are aware, and I need to reach out to him because I know he created an affiliate program, but I don't know what it's supposed to be at this point because I haven't talked to him. But if you guys are in the market for a trade copier, remember the trade copier that I use is from Affordable Indicators, and he is having, so I use their chart trader. That's how I enter at the close of the reversal bars without me actually having to enter manually. That's also where I get the accounts dashboard from. It's from Affordable Indicators and the trade copier. He is having a 40% off sale until, let me tell you, so I do remember seeing that. 40% off of everything. It says for the next 2 days. So it ends tomorrow actually. But yeah, so 40% off. The trade copier is $175 with the 40% off. And then the risk manager that shows you your trailing drawdown and stuff, that's also $175 with the 40% off. And the chart trader, he has different chart traders if you are looking for a chart trader. And I think the basic one, which is the cheapest, is $115 with the 40% off. But yeah, 40% off everything. And the code is FREEDOM, all big letters. Just in case you're looking for a copier. right, so no divergence sell right here, and honestly price would need to push up quite a bit for me to get into a buy. We're kind of in a real weird area. My minor level's here, my major level's there, but my middle level is in front of the minor. So in order for me to start getting into buys, this needs to cross over it, kind of like you would do with moving averages. How maybe you don't take buys until the 50 crosses the 200, something like that. So I kind of like the same thing where I want the levels to be in order when I'm taking pullbacks. No divergence because we be pushing back towards my major level. Stop now. Top step. What the hell did I say first? I was trying to read too fast. Top step now has 5 instead of 3. Like, give me a break. Please, I beg of you, give me a break. You cannot talk so much shit about Apex and their 20 accounts. You know, it just helps you to fail faster and you're just wasting money and 3 accounts are better and blah, 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 just for you to increase your account number. What I perceive is because so many people from Forex are coming over to futures and looking for prop firms because they can't go to FTMO and companies like that anymore. A lot of them do go to Top Step. Most people that I've seen that make content on YouTube, almost all of them went to Top Step from Forex. So now that you have more revenue because you have the Forex traders over there with you now you have enough revenue to be able to give people 5 accounts. That's the way I see it. Who is at my house at 10 o'clock in the morning? Who and why? Door closed. But yeah. This is why you should just shut up and eat your food. Oh yeah, don't come in. I'm trading. Door locked. I don't got time to be talking to nobody. But anyway, because I'm talking to y'all, I can't multitask. But yeah, like, just shut up and eat your food. Because if you could give away 20 accounts, you probably would. It's just weird to me. It's weird. It reminds me of like my days in network marketing. how you had companies that would shit on other companies for whatever they're doing at the time, and then all of a sudden their comp plan changes to mimic that company, or they add some service that the other company that they were shitting on has as far as offerings go. Like, just do you. Just do you. I don't understand. That was the big announcement. Talk so much shit for the last 6 months every day. Exactly. His other quote, no real trader has multiple accounts. So if no real trader has multiple accounts, why you even allow 3? And now you've given them a chance to have 2 more. Give me a motherfucking break. I don't get it. We are definitely in an area of consolidation, but thankfully my charts wasn't telling me to get in anyway, so we sat out of this. We've sat out. But yeah, it's a little insane how quickly they forget. How soon you forget. They already had 3. What difference does 5 or 20 make? Exactly. You added 2 more because number 1, you can afford to now, which you probably could before. Who knows? But also because you see the kind of revenue that you can get when you allow people to do what they do. Like, this is my thing. You're trying to restrict people when people are just gonna, if I like your company and I can only have 3 accounts, but there's this company over here that allows me to have 11 accounts, I'll trade both of you. It's fine. Just because you're not allowing me to have 20 accounts don't mean that by the time I add up all the prop accounts that I have from the different prop firms, I'm still going to end up with 20. But of course, you need the revenue to do it and, things like that. So, I don't know. But it's very weird to me. It's very weird. I don't understand why they don't just do them. You don't have to do all the extra hoopla. Just do you. That's just like, I forgot what the tweet said, but there was a tweet that somebody had shared, probably in the moderator chat. I don't know. That's the only thing I look at in Discord for the last couple weeks, which I still am behind on my DMs, but whatever. I got other things to do. But whatever the quote was, I cannot remember what it was, but I remember thinking to myself, if that's the case, why do you shit so much on Apex? I forgot what it was, but I just didn't understand. Like, I don't get it. But these are men and egos, and they just like to start shit with people who ain't even thinking about them at all. Whatever it was, I do also remember thinking, like, if the company was that great, then Trades by Matt, and I just saw you say something about Trades by Matt, he would have succeeded way more than he is right now at Apex. Barely got paid for years. Exactly. And as much as people hate the trail and drawdown, and we've had this discussion before, I get it. Different strategies that you might have, the trail and drawdown can suck. I get it. However, I would rather have a trail and drawdown that stops and becomes static to where I have a bigger cushion to be able to lose money and give me way more leeway than always have an end of day drawdown. Now, granted, I also feel like when it comes to end of day drawdown, most companies have an end of day drawdown much bigger than you would even have in a personal account anyway. So, and even when it comes to the trail and drawdown, right? This is my thought process. If you are up $1,000 on a trade and you are in your regular account, would you really allow this $1,000 trade to become $300? If you would, you're cuckoo, unless you are a swing trader. Swing trading, totally different. But if you're intraday swinging, why would you allow $1,000 profit to be $300? So yeah, it forces you to take profits a little bit sooner and things like that. But when you really, really think about it, the trail and drawdown forces you to take your money and run, which is what we need to be doing as traders anyway. That's just my thoughts. I don't mind the trail and drawdown. Because if you're in a PA and you got a $20,000 cushion, that's better than them telling you can't lose more than $750 today. Well, now why are you limiting the way that I'm trading? That's the way I see it. All right, so we almost pushed up far enough for me to start taking buys. I'm still waiting on a little bit more of a push. My minor level is still like a tick below the middle one. So let's see, and now it's in front. So I can start looking for buys. Just gotta wait for the pullback to happen first, and we'll go from there. Some of these top step guys were up 30K on a day and ended the day. Wait, how they do that? Do they get rid of the end of day at some point or something? Or is it just for the people that's on the top step TV people? And that's what I'm saying. You're greedy. How can you go from being up $30,000 to being down $3,000? That's a $33,000 swing. You're crazy. And here it is. I'm over here mad because I might start a stream up $200 and I end up down $200 after the stream starts. But at the same time, you guys know how I am. I'm not really mad about it because I'm still getting the strategy together. But it's like a $33,000 swing. I'm mad about $400. That's it. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't. I think I want to go to the store today. I think. Now what I don't want, and why did that turn off? Okay. Yes? No? Okay. What I don't want is for the pullback to happen here because that's the one that I'm just a tiny bit questioning. Let me see, where did those papers go? I did my back testing in my notebook, but then I make copies of it. Whenever I go in, I analyze, I just make copies so I don't have to flip back and forth. Okay, how did this get out of order? What are you doing, ma'am? Here it goes. It's not valid. That one doesn't count. I don't really. Damn, I don't have all of the examples from the last 2 weeks were at extended resistance, support and resistance levels. So that's a lot. I treat that a lot different than just the regular ones. Okay. We'll see. If the pullback happens right here, I probably am going to sit out of it just because I'm a little iffy on the rotating over the resistance level. We'll see. Sorry for the paper sound. I'm trying to put my papers back in order. It's a lot easier for me to look through them when they're in a certain order just because of the way my brain works. missing one. Definitely missing one. Oh, that's this one. Never mind. A whole hour with no trades. Stinks. But it's better than getting chopped up. Alright, yeah, I think we're gonna do none for this one. One, two, three, four. 4, 1, 1. Oh shoot, I didn't even see. Are my alarms not on? Oh, I forgot. No, I did make an alarm for this. What the hell? I don't understand. I'm like, why am I not getting alarms when the zigzag, I mean not the zigzag, when my reversal bar is closed? For whatever reason, they've deleted themselves. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that. That was just a lot of hoopla just now. What happened to my alarms, y'all? What the heck? Alright, so I didn't take this sale because remember I told y'all, okay, so I can take it then. Remember I said I didn't really know even though this wasn't a prime high, I didn't know if I could still take it if it closed on the level. It looks like I can. So the other time it set up earlier today, it was a break even. This one was a win. So I feel okay to take it now. I just needed to see it happen another time. Y'all, where all this volume come from? What is this doing? Let's see. Where did this come from? Alright, just had to type a note on my chart so I can remember why I did not take the trade. But definitely set up exactly how I wanted it to. Definitely did. $23. Oh, I can't take it now anyway. The XFA, the max daily loss is 3K, so they use that as their max loss on a day. That's weird and insane. But that's the way that some of these people play the game of props. That is how they do it. Oh wait, that's what I wanted to do real quick. Oh, matter of fact, wait, before I do that, where you go? Before I do that, oh, that didn't happen the way I wanted it to. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Reversal. close. My chart might actually, I don't think the chart freezes for you guys. I think it's only my chart that freezes. I need to put my reversal alarms back on. I don't know where they went. Unless, yeah, I legit don't know where they went. All right, so 1 greater than 2. Okay, or you could just not pop up. That's fine too. What the hell? Damn. Open 2, open less. Let's put the alarm on, play a sound, alert 4. Copy. So. Alright, one more thing to change. I don't know why it freezes like this while I'm doing this. It's because of all the indicators that's on the chart that I'm putting the alarms on. I guess maybe because it's pulling like the different conditions based on the indicators that's on the chart. Because if I create an alarm for the chart that you guys see, it just, all the conditions pop up immediately. Alright, less greater. Boom. And let's save it because I don't want to have to do that tomorrow. I sat out of this trade because of the resistance level being here. I still don't know how I feel about the rotating over resistance. I'm pretty sure that it's okay for me to do, but I told you guys, just, I mean, there's only 20 minutes left, so the last thing I want to do is take a trade where I'm already questioning certain things anyway. But if it works out, that's fine. Then I just know I don't have to worry about it. Everything else looks how I want it to look. The zigzag did change temporarily. Actually, wait. No, I lied. That's not valid. Make it go away. Actually, it could be. I don't know. We'll see how this works out. I do have it where if it pulls back, so this was just a pullback to my major level, right? Major's right here. But we got the middle level right here. So right now I have where if we rotated over the middle level, even though we wicked off of the major. So right now I have it where I don't take trades like that. But I don't know if I have to keep it that way or not. Because I feel like I don't have to actually do that. Yeah, plus they're in order too, so Yeah, that actually might work out. Yep, and there's the full win. All right, so there's 2 full wins I just sat out of, but the biggest thing also was just the resistance level being here, and the point of control was like right underneath it. So before, I was thinking that I did not want to take those because it's like all of the volume is underneath the resistance level, if that makes sense, and we're going for the buy. But I don't think that I have to do that actually. I don't think that we have to. So I could put a question mark next to this part. So I don't think that part matters. Maybe more so because those were out of order, and also because of that part. Yeah, I actually think that I'm okay with taking that. I was just looking at things wrong. So today really wasn't that bad of a day, and I can already see that there's not very many tweaks I need to make either. That's a tweak I definitely want to make that not a thing where I don't take that trade, because there was just too much confluence here besides the resistance level being there, but we all know that resistance can become support anyway. So the fact that we wicked off the major level, my middle level is also in an uptrend. So the only thing that's in a downtrend in this space right here is the minor level, which I don't worry about. So the fact that the middle and the major level were both uptrends and we rotated over one and wicked off the other, besides the resistance level being there, this was a great trade. So yeah, I'm not sure why I thought that I couldn't rotate over the middle level. I don't really know what I thought I saw, but I did not see that. But it was also 1 o'clock in the morning when I did this, so that's cool. We'll keep that. And that's okay. I mean, that was just a perfect setup. Oh, I don't know if. Oh, I'm so tired. I was up till like 4. I was so tired this morning. I had to take a shower this morning to wake me up. And it's cool being below it too. Yeah. So we'll do that. And it cleared that level just fine. Okay. Let's see, I only took 1 short today. Everything else has been longs. Well, that was the short, the divergence one that I set out of. Then there's another long there. All right. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this change that I made. I definitely like the fact that I don't have to look so deep into like the volume of the different reversal bars and swings and all of that. Like, it's legit just, I still look at the volume of the swings, yes, but only the total volume of the swing. I don't have to look at the volume in each reversal candle anymore. So it's literally just, what's the volume of this swing compared to the previous one that looks just like it. So if I'm getting into a buy, what's the volume of this downswing and what's the volume of this downswing, and then where's the point of control, what levels are we at, what levels does the point of control need to clear, and that's literally it. And it's so much simpler for me to remember, honestly. It's a couple of things that I'm gonna have to kind of embed into my brain just because I'm so used to trading the other way, but this will be a lot easier for me to remember, to be honest with you. So based on, let's see, those two trades, if I take out the first trade that I lost, put those two in, and there's another break even, I should be 1, 2, 4 wins, a loss, and 3 break evens, I believe. Yeah. Let's see. 4 wins, a loss, 3 break evens. So that's 8 trades. That's not bad for a Monday with a low high impact news. Let's see, 4 minus 93 plus 3 break evens. So it'd be like $250 per account, basically. Not too bad for a Monday, especially, or Tuesday, Monday, a Tuesday. But I consider it a Monday, but not bad for a Tuesday after a holiday. I never even looked to see what the price action did. Was there any movement yesterday? I never even opened my charts on holiday half days. Oh shoot, I wrote that wrong. Nope, no trades yesterday, which I figured. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, when it hit down there. What? Back to consolidation. I have to go. I have a family emergency. Oh, bye, Janelle. I hope everything is okay. Everything works out, whatever it is. I'm sorry to hear. Definitely take care of business. Thank you for the good luck charm. All right, we got 8 minutes left. I highly doubt we get anything, honestly. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Trying to make sure I don't have any extra charts open that aren't supposed to be. Oh, that's that chart. Okay, yeah, it's not. All right, cool. But we basically ended up break even today. I will literally take that. Especially with me just starting that one account this morning. I'll take it. I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow. I really, like I was saying to you guys last week, I don't see it taking me months to figure out how I want to trade this one. I think the other one was just a little too, I don't even think that the other way that I was trying to do it was too detailed. I just think that the volume patterns that I was looking for, even though they painted every single day, which was no problem, I just think it was, I was just looking at the wrong thing, is the way I see it. But I always see the silver lining with things. I see the good in everything. I don't feel like I wasted time trying to put the other strategy together, because if it wasn't for me doing that, I wouldn't have figured out that there are 3 different pullbacks and there are 2 different divergences, and there are different variations of that based on how the minor, if the minor trend is opposite the major trend and things like that. And then also, it made me realize that although now the volume of each reversal bar might not matter, the volume of the swings do matter. And had I not put in all this chart time over the last, when did I start doing volume? 4 months ago, I wouldn't have known that. And like I told you guys, I don't really know what made me have an epiphany to even want to look just at the point of control, but it was just always something about my trades where I just felt like something was off, if that makes sense. And after switching so far for the last week and some change, week and a day, I definitely noticed a difference with me trading with the point of control and only worrying about that. It's less complicated, which is good. I'm getting more setups in the low volume and low volatility days than I would with my other way of trading, and they're high quality trades at that. It's not like I'm getting a whole bunch of more trades, but I'm losing or getting a bunch of break even. So that part's good. It's just a matter of hopefully just kind of working through these last little spots where I don't even know if I want to take the trades or not, or I don't know if I want the point of control to be in the wick or the body, or just the wick or just the body, meaning, and when I say the wick, or just saying like no matter where it paints, I can take the trade kind of thing. So just trying to figure that part out might take me a little bit. But overall, for the most part, I kind of got it where I wanted to be, honestly. So we'll see. But what I did on my cheat sheet was any variation that I was confused about, whether I wanted to do it or not, I just wrote it in red and put like 3 question marks behind it. So I would know that, okay, when this sets up, I'm already questioning it anyway. So we could just sit out and not chance it, because we get enough setups of the ones that I feel comfortable with taking, and just kind of go from there. Time is at 56. Thought I was going to stay later. Who said that? No, I said I was going to try to start streaming earlier. Not yet, though. Not yet. Online safety. Especially not the way I was feeling this morning, honey. I was too tired and discombobulated. And I was a little late to the charts too, but yeah, probably maybe starting next week. And I'm just getting on 15 minutes earlier. Not nothing too crazy. I don't want to start streaming right at the open, only because there's just too much for me to pay attention to with starting the stream and all of that stuff. And sometimes I'm like a minute late to the charts already, and it's just too much. It's just too much. But at least by 8:45, I'm already settled in to the charts and everything. So we'll probably start at 8:45. But definitely not staying later. Definitely not. All right. this is not going to do a damn thing. So let's see, why do I have that? Is this something I drew? Yeah, it is. Let's move this up. I highly doubt this thing even pushes up right here anyway. All right, so let me show you guys the accounts. So I took 6 trades. We got 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 break-evens. Not too shabby. I am wondering why my my leader account, each time I got a win, I got extra ticks out of it each time. I don't really know what's up with that, but whatever. I'm not complaining, just wondering. But let me show you guys the accounts after I unlock the trade copier, so you guys can see what we're working with going into tomorrow. So not a bad day. You guys did see me sit out of 2 wins and a break even. So it could have been a little better, but that's okay. So this is where we're at. So I'm almost pretty much, I only lost a little bit out of the account that I started today. Why is the commissions not showing on that account? Well, whatever, y'all can see it up there on the screen. But anyway, so we're just down like 19 bucks basically on that account, and we just started that one today, so I'm not too worried about it. There are a couple of things that I need to pay attention to starting tomorrow with the little bit of changes that I made today based off of already being iffy on stuff and stuff setting up. I might actually try to finish the back test for the week of April 22nd, like I really want to, because that'll give me a lot more data, considering the 2 weeks that I did back test were slower weeks. So I just want to back test that week so that I kind of have a little bit more data to make sure and solidify what I'm looking for. But I'm a little tired today, so I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. And then, yeah, I'll just go from there. So, yeah, not too bad of a day considering it was kind of choppy. Like Amelia said, just a little bit choppy, but not a bad trading day. I will take break even in a choppy day all day, every day, especially considering I would have been up $250 per account. So I'll take it. But yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye guys. See you tomorrow.